besties, and welcome back. I'm starting this vlog in a weird angle, but I really want to talk about this book, which is Starstruck by Holly Jukes. I've been reading this for about a week now. Yeah, about a week now. And I love this book so much. Like, I'm really enjoying it. And I had wanted to do a reading vlog specifically around this series, almost the entire Liberty Grove series. So I got the 15th, I believe, which I did pre-order. So that is going to be a separate vlog, 13. Because I'm literally swapping between my Kindle and my physical book. Just because obviously when I'm in bed now, it's just easier to read on my Kindle. So the first book follows Goldie, which is the nickname for Marigold, and Tristan. Tristan is a rock star, but had some sort of accident, and his parents basically sent him to New York into Liberty School, where he obviously meets Goldie. And I don't want to spoil though, but we now know why Goldie got sent to well, not sent, but we now know why Goldie's at the school, and her past life, her relationship with her parents, as well as Tristan, who is, oh my god, genuinely, I'm just keep picturing him in my head, and I just want to watch a movie, because like, I just need this in a movie or a series. Like, I just need to see it. We then met, and it also features hockey, so that's also fun, and it's just so good. Honestly, I don't even know what to say really, because it just got me wanting to keep reading, and it is now 9:15 at night, so I am starting this vlog very late and quite further into the book. So I'm on like page 200 and something now, and I did want to start earlier, but I always just keep getting distracted and just kept wanting to read, so I camera just falls. But in the actual physical book, almost halfway through chapter 17. Yeah, I'm on page 232, which is amazing considering I literally just got to page 200 about an hour ago. Okay, no, a bit more than an hour ago, and I did have about an hour and a bit nap, but honestly I just don't want to stop reading it, and I'm really flying through this book. I'm gonna pick it back up because my camera, well, the lighting is pretty bad now. Yeah, in the Kindle it says 47% through, but oh my god, I'm genuinely just gonna keep reading a bit more just before I go to sleep. Done very well today, considering I've not read too much during the week, just because I had a very busy week at work. I'll come back tomorrow with a bit more detailed reading update and a bit more details on the book. But oh my god, honestly I just can't stop, because I just want to listen to the audiobook or just basically read it all day, but then I don't want to listen to the audiobook because I'd rather physically read the book and just follow it physically. But it's just so good. Like, I've read a little bit more and then I read a bit this morning, so I'm trying to not spoil the whole book. I feel like it's a fast pace though. Like, it is definitely fast paced, but at the same time I feel like it's a bit of a slow burn. So we now got Tristan, Goldie, who obviously went into fake dating, because Goldie wants to learn how to do relationships. So it is definitely somewhat of a drama field, but I love it. Honestly, I've really enjoyed this book, and I'm gonna go finish getting ready for work now. So I'm probably gonna try to read on the bus. I might not, I'll see, but I really do want to get into a habit of reading on the bus as well. I believe like close to 50% in. Yeah, I'm on 49% through. So, but yeah, that's my general update at the moment, and I'll update you guys once I have some more updates and something more or else to say, or opinions, and then the final opinion that I got on the whole book and how I felt, and then the rating. But I'm honestly flying through this book, so definitely picked a good one. Besties, I'm a bit more than halfway through. Well, actually I'm a little bit more than halfway through. I think I'm close to being 60% through the book, if not exactly that now. And yeah, I'm 62% in. I've read a total of 73 pages today. I've done a lot of reading on my Kindle today, to be fair. And I've laughed, I teared up, and I've got speechless. But it's just so good, and I love the couples. It is making me sad though, because obviously, okay, so Tristan has gone to Liberty Grove due to his own little personal issues, which is obviously not actually told to Goldie or anyone really, so it's his own little secret. But something happened to him, so because of what happened, his parents sent him to this college, and he does not want to be there. So Goldie doesn't know the truth, but now this guy Henry is blackmailing Tristan that if you don't tell her that I'm actually a good guy and I'm not trying to use her and I'm not gonna treat her so bad or bad at all, then she's gonna find out the truth, and then we'll see how she feels about you that then, sort of thing. Bear in mind, Tristan and Goldie are fake dating at this point. They're both catching feelings, obviously. So it makes it very tricky, but it's just to the point now where it's been a week and Tristan is completely ignoring Goldie, but his roommate is telling her that he's okay, he's doing well, he's just been busy focusing on his music and all that, and even he doesn't see him much. So at this point, Tristan is completely basically gone off the radar in a sense, and he's not talking to anyone, so no one knows what's actually happening and what happened and why Tristan started to be like this. But yeah, I'm doing so well that I was in 16 minutes left in the book, but it is late now, kind of. Well, it is 9 o'clock. So I am gonna go probably get some sleep. I might read 25 and then go to sleep afterwards, but I'll see how long I can actually stay up, because I am tired and I do feel like I want to watch a movie, so I might do that instead and then just pick up the book tomorrow. I did read on the bus on the way home, so I read I think a chapter on my way home. Besties, we are so close to finishing the book now. It is unreal. Like, really? It's just so close now. I'm on chapter 28, page 336 out of 491 pages, so almost 500 pages book. But, this, oh my god. I feel like I'm reading it slow just because I don't want to finish it, because I am loving, like, Goldie and Tristan. Oh my god, I love them. They fake dating, absolutely love them. It's like, I just don't know what's gonna happen, and it just has me in suspicion and just kicking my feet, laughing, in tears. But I'm feeling all the emotions, and honestly I feel like everyone needs to read this The reason why I picked it up though is because it seemed really good. I love the cover, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it sounded good. I love the cover. I love the aesthetic of it. When Holly Jukes posted it on her Instagram, and it just looked so good. And honestly, when it was fake dating, rockstar, it just got me. And the fact that it's like in college, which even though I'm 24, fair enough, I am gonna go to uni starting next month. But I don't know, I just love books that got something to do with uni, college, high school. And I don't know why my camera just keeps going out of focus there, which is really annoying. There we go. If I look up, it's because my lens is like on top, so then I can actually see what it focuses on. But anyway, honestly, love this book. And I do have about 2 hours left from this. The fact that Tristan keeps writing songs about Goldie, and he went and admitted to her that I'm jealous, and the fact that Goldie is, I'm pretty like starting to realize that she's got feelings for Tristan. Oh my god, honestly, I just can't. Like, I just can't, okay? I genuinely can't, because a heartbreak coming in. So I am nervous because I'm scared of what's coming, because something should be happening soon, and I'm hoping it's not gonna happen, because it is definitely gonna break my heart, and I'm definitely gonna hate my camera. But so far, book 1, I feel like a 5-star or a 4.25, even higher. Have you guys seen the Off-Campus series, and what did you think about it? Because I really want to know. Honestly, I do recommend this already. I just know there is going to be something sad happening, and I'm not ready for that. I'm not emotionally prepared for that, and I should be by now, but I'm not. If anyone of you have read this, comment down below what did you think about it, and how did it actually make you feel? Because I really want to know. Like, it's giving me a slight bit of emotional roller coaster. I do love it and I enjoy it, so I'm not complaining at all. Not even the slightest bit of complaint over here, because it's just, oh, I love them. Like, honestly, I don't want to stop reading, but I know I have to, because it is currently 9:30, so literally 10:30, and I should be asleep soon. Or, well, actually I should be asleep by now, but it is now about 2 days later since my last update, or 3 days later. I have now finished the first book. I gave it a 5-star. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go into book 2 now. So this one follows Aurora Green and Finn. Okay, so in book 1, at the end, something happens to Aurora, who we just call Rory, or they call Rory. And that's basically how book 1 ends. And so now book 2 basically follows her and her crush, basically. But a little about book 1 though is it was fast-paced. It was honestly really good. Like, I just kept on reading and kept on reading. It was really good. There was a bit of heartbreak, obviously. There was, like, so book 1 was filled with drama, and honestly quite a bit happened in book 1, but it was very fast-paced. I would say it was a slight bit slow burn. Not really, but it just wasn't straight like in there. So we got to the real dating at like the end of the book, pretty much. Well, that's when they made it official, but it just didn't feel fake dating since like the beginning, honestly. Pretty much it was cute, and the chemistry though is just so, oh my god. Okay, the chemistry is just really good. But yeah, I'm now gonna go wash my hair, and then I'm gonna start Wonderstruck, which is book 2. Their love doesn't melt the ice, it burns it, which is so cute. But it is valid though, because Finn is a hockey player. So the first book was Tristan and Goldie. Tristan is a rock star. Goldie is a movie star, or was basically. But I'm not actually gonna tell any spoilers. And then Rory's dad was a lawyer, or is a lawyer, and she wants to follow in his footsteps. And Finn is a hockey player, so it's like one friend group, which I love, because it makes me feel like almost as if I'm reading the off-campus series. Obviously I'm not comparing the two, like I'm just not, but in a sense that it's friend group, and each of the book follows each of the friends, is what it's like kind of giving me. And the fact that we got a hockey player in this book as well. So I'm very excited to actually start reading it. I've been home for the past 2 days now. So today is the second day since I've been home from work, due to having a really, really heavy migraine. So I wasn't reading too much, which is why I haven't started the second book just yet. Even though I finished it yesterday, I just did not start reading it because, first of all, it took me almost a whole day, even though I had like an hour and something left. And then after that, I just did not really feel like reading, so I just did not pick up anything. I literally just closed the curtains and shut everything off, and then I just went to watch off-campus series. But yeah, so I'm gonna go wash my hair now. If you hear a little chewing in the background, I'm sorry, that's my cat eating. But yes, I'm gonna go wash my hair, and then I'm gonna start the second book, and let's see how much I can read. Let's say 30 minutes. So I'm gonna set myself a timer of 30 minutes. It starts from page, oh yeah, and they do actually have content warning, which I did completely forgot, and they got a playlist, which I love when books got playlists. So I'm gonna turn my little laptop on and put on the playlist, and yeah, it starts from chapter 1 starts from page 1. So let's see in 10 minutes how much I can actually read. But yeah, I'll come back once I actually start the book and once I got an update. Morning. It is now, I think, 2-3 days later since my last update. I still don't have too much to say, but I don't know how I feel. I feel a bit ill, or like my head is still bugging. But as for the book, I am on page 45, chapter 5. It's not, I don't love it as much as I love the first book. This book literally started with the funeral, and then just the Rory basically being a bit of a brat in a sense to her friends who are checking on her, including Finn. I get that apparently he's done something bad to her, but at least he's there and trying to show up and trying to care. And she's like, oh, being so mean about it and about him. And it's just not, I don't know, honestly, like it's just really, don't know. Like I'm hoping this weekend it gets better, because I'm hoping to read a lot more as we do have a long weekend coming. And finally I'm getting my new glasses tomorrow, so hopefully that will help my headaches, because I am dying this week. Since literally last week I've just been having migraine and headaches and just all of it. So last night I literally went to bed around 7 because I was just that done and my head was just that bad. So I'm really hoping that from tomorrow it's gonna get better, but fingers crossed anyway. And an update on the book is that I'm on page 45, chapter 5, hoping to read more today. I wanted to read a lot more yesterday, but I ended up just reading 15 pages, which is still good considering I've been having headaches. But obviously I do want to read a lot more. I'm hoping for the best, if I'm being honest.
See how full the bus is. I don't necessarily want to read on my phone, but if I'm on the bus then it's kind of easier, especially if I don't have a seat to sit down. So like I said, we'll see how this morning goes, and I think that's it for now. Honestly, it's just the fact that for me, Rory, I feel like she's being a bit petty. Like, I'm not trying to be mean because I do understand that she just lost her dad and her mom is also dead. But it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit too much in a sense. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'm too much in the beginning to genuinely say yet. So yeah, once I got any more updates, I'll come back to you guys. But overall, I do I enjoy it, but not as much just yet. Okay, so we are on chapter 6, page 80 something. Things are starting to pick up now, but still not picked up to the level that I want it to, but it's getting better. It's getting there. We're definitely getting there. Things are starting to explain as to what actually happened between Rory and Finn, and why Finn basically rejected her. So that's why Rory is like mad at Finn, because he rejected her last year, but that's because of his dad. So we're learning more about Finn and his sister's Daisy's life, but I'm gonna go and carry on reading for a bit, and then I need to get ready. Staying outside in the garden now just because it's like 20 something degrees and I just want to get some reading done, which I've already done this morning. So I've got to page 212 in the Liberty Grove book 2, which is Wonderstruck. We are now on chapter 16 and things have gotten a lot better. Honestly, for a while back there I was thinking I'm gonna DNF just because it was so boring and so slow, but then I stuck around and I've managed to read 118 pages this morning so far, and I'm just gonna carry on. Oh my god, there is a bee. I'm just gonna carry on reading now. So far it's going a lot better, to the point where we now see a development between Aurora and Finn, and Aurora is finally chasing her dream, hopefully, or at least she's planning to and trying to, while Finn is being absolutely supportive, even though he says friends, but they both feel more than just friends. But they just don't want to admit, due to what happened last year, which was basically Finn going and rejecting her. So, but obviously Aurora doesn't actually know the reason why that happened, and Finn hasn't said anything just yet. But it's the fact that Finn doesn't want to be like his dad, and his dad makes him feel horrible, like he's a useless, worthless sort of person. And a relationship can't get you anywhere, it's not gonna make you happy, yada 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 yada. Needless to say that Finn's and Daisy's dad is never been there. Read one more chapter and now I really want to try to talk about it, but I'm gonna try to keep it spoiler free, but it's gonna be tough. Okay, so this is got, well, Aurora used to figure skate when she was a kid because of her mum. So her mum was a professional figure skater, and then she became a coach, but unfortunately she passed away. So then she put her, so when she got the call, or she got called home and found out that her mum passed away or she got sick, she basically just threw her skates onto the porch and she never even looked for it until her dad passed away. So they then moved to New York once her mum passed. his dad was like, okay, we're gonna move to New York now and all that. So in the attic there was these boxes of her old clothes, old pictures, and in one of the boxes it was her figure skate. And obviously when her dad passed away, she had a hard time like packing up the house to sell, but then she's got an amazing friend group, so they all went and helped her. And this is where Finn, so she put Finn to go into the attic after everything that happened last year basically. And then Aurora and the girls had like a big, like falling basically, like a big thud. She went and decided to check on him, especially after she's the one who basically put him onto the attic. So she went and checked on him, and he was like, I found these pictures of you, like I found baby Aurora pictures. In one of the boxes it was like he found her skates. And then he said, I didn't know that you skate. She goes like, no, not anymore, sort of thing, but still being secretive, obviously, bit what happened between them. So she was still being secretive. But then since he found it, she was like, okay, well, I'm just going to tell you anyway. No, haven't skated for a long time. And then it was like bringing up last year as well, how they were hiding things from each other, how they were clearly not talking about how much they quit. But anyhow, after that, Finn is taking French as major in college. So he's also a hockey player, and if he doesn't pass the French course or major, then he's going to be benched. So then he runs into Aurora, who also had a run-in with him, who is, by the way, a big douche, and I don't like him, not even a slightly bit. Not even from the very beginning. So basically Finn comes, staves her, and gives her a proposition. Be like, okay, because then Aurora goes like, yeah, I need to do cheerleading, blah 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 blah, because of the money, so she can go back onto the ice. So then Aurora basically starts tutoring Finn, and Finn basically goes and supports her with getting back onto the ice, because at this point it's been like 10 years plus, if anything, that she hasn't skated. So she doesn't know if she's even good at it, if she can get back into it whatsoever. So then one of the afternoons after Finn practice, Aurora goes onto the ice, and it's like this magic moment pretty much, after a little bit of like distraction from Finn, because Aurora is that nervous. So it's all good, she's back, she feels everything, it feels amazing. And so before all this, she did find an article which mentioned her mum and one of her mum's students that she used to coach. So she reaches out to her, they catch up, and it's actually really nice to see, like, as if a best friend react, like just a reunion of like best friends basically, which is really nice. Like I said, once she gets back onto the ice, she reaches out to her again, being like, oh yeah, so I'm back onto the ice, and just now that she took part in. And then afterwards, her coach came up to her with this letter which basically said you can go into competition, like go compete, but obviously because of her dad, she's been doing law major in college or university, so she's a bit stuck as to what she should do, follow her dreams and be happy like she used to be when she was a kid on the ice, or do what her dad was doing. So that's where we are at the moment. So she's a bit stuck on that. I think, yeah, honestly, I think she's gonna go for doing figure skating and actually be happy, but I also do think she's gonna feel like she's betraying her dad or disappointing her dad, even though her dad is not alive anymore. But she just wants to make both of them happy, even though, like I said, they both passed, that both her parents are passed now. But I do think she's gonna be a bit torn between what she should do. But it's nice to see that her friends are so supportive, and the guys from the group as well. Everyone is very, very supportive and very sweet to her. So I would say it's like a found family as well, which I love. But yes, I am now on chapter 230 out of 522. so I still got quite a bit to go, but I'm gonna go sit back outside. It's just so sunny that I had to sit inside our covered area just so I can do the update. So I've read 118 pages. Really starting to enjoy the book more now. It was definitely a slow start and felt a bit boring here and there, and I genuinely thought I was going to DNF, but then I was like, but I really loved the first book, and I got the third book as well, which I want to read, and then I pre-ordered the fourth book without even reading the first one whatsoever. It's not as good as the first book, but I also love that we see the other characters update at the moment, and I'll come back once I've got any more. Now, the next day, well, next evening, because it is 7:56, but I've done a bunch of reading today. So I finished Wonderstruck this morning. I've given it a 4-star. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't okay. So obviously I'm going to talk more about it later on, to like at the end of the video. It got better and good from like halfway, but if I'm being completely honest, in the beginning I wanted to DNF it and just not read it, but then I was keep thinking, but I really loved the first one, and I basically just enjoyed it a lot, and I basically rated it like a 5-star or so. But because I had moments with this where I was just like, I'm not doing it, I can't, like I was not picking this up in the beginning. So literally took me a week to read this. Yeah, it took me about a week to read Wonderstruck, but I ended up enjoying it quite a bit and not really putting it down. So I rated it a 4-star. Like I said, go in more detail into the whole story at the end of the video. But now I'm on the third book, and I need to wait until August till the fourth one comes out, and I'm actually sad because I am eating this book up. So I literally started the third book, Moonstruck, which follows Cora and Marcus Romano, who is the head of Romano's security company. What has happened as to why the head of the security is now looking over Cora, which we found out in book 2, so in Wonderstruck. What I love about these books is you see the hint as to where the next book is gonna go. So in Wonderstruck, like towards the end, we had this accident that happened to Cora, which then picked up in the next book, and I mean it literally picked up from there, but with Cora's point of view. And then we got thrown Marcus into it as well, who obviously we just meet. Said he's the head of the security. The accident that happened to Cora, that is genuinely regarding that accident. And I started Moonstruck at 1:46 this afternoon, and it's currently 7:59, so 8 o'clock on the dot now, and I've read up to page 151. So I've read a total of 326 pages today, with finishing Wonderstruck and then page 151 in Moonstruck. And I do hope to read at least another 2 chapters today. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna read another 2 or 3 chapters. Hopefully, if anything, even 1 chapter forward is gonna be a lot, because I'm very proud with the progress I've done today and how much I actually read. But because Moonstruck is so good, I just don't want to put it down. I really don't want to put it down, and it's just got me hooked literally from the first page. So this, I feel like, is possibly a 5 stars. So the first book, Starstruck, was 5 stars, Wonderstruck was a 4-star, Moonstruck, I feel like it's gonna be a 5-star again, but we'll see, because honestly, like I said, I'm on chapter 15, page 151, and it's not got me bored at all, and I'm really enjoying it, like really enjoying it. So that's my little update for today, and yeah, see you when I have the next update. So I've realized, well, I don't really think I've given you much of an update on book 3, or if I've even told you I started book 3. I managed to read 50 pages yesterday. The day before that I did not read at all, just because I had a humongous migraine, so I couldn't read. On Monday I've read a total of 326 pages. So I started, I'm pretty sure I did say this to you guys, I started this at 1:46 and I've read up to page 151. Now I'm on page 200 exactly. I love it, okay? Like, sad once I finish this book, so I am really loving this book, this whole series, to be fair, and I just don't
necessarily want to put it down. Like, I do put it down, but I also don't want to put it down, if that makes sense. But honestly, I do enjoy it a lot. And this author, so Holly Jukes, also has another 2 books, which is Before This, and that's a sequel, which is The Likelihood of You and The Fate of Us, and those are connected to our Liberty Grove gals. So I'm definitely gonna be reading that soon. But I think, as much as I love this world, I think I am gonna take a little break after I finish this book. But I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done today, quite a bit amount. So I don't really know what to say without actually giving spoilers. This basically follows Laura and Marcus. Like I said, Marcus is the head of the security. She had the previous person from, but the previous person was actually assaulted, and something happened previously in Marcus's life to make him create this whole company, the Romano security company, basically. And once he found out what happened to Cora, he took it upon himself to be Cora's bodyguard, basically, to find out what type of assholes she doesn't actually deal with. But then I guess feelings start coming. Like, Cora started to like Marcus, even though in the beginning she hated him. But then did she actually ever hate him? Like, fully hate him? So it's I just love it, honestly. Like, I've loved it since like the first page. And with book 2 I did have an issue with that, because it wasn't that case. But with book 1 and book 3, it's just chef's kiss, honestly. Like, I just love them too. Obviously it's a bit early to say if it's gonna be a 5-star, just because like I said, I'm only on page 200 out of 400, 500. I will keep you guys updated. But that was my little update. It is a lot later on from my last update. I don't actually remember where I was last updating from, but I am now on page 332, chapter 31. This is why I don't like this camera lately. There we go. Which means I got 2 hours and 36 minutes left in the book. I am, as you know, I'm still reading Moonstruck by Holly Jukes. It is taking me over a week. Well, it's almost 2 weeks now since I started this book. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it's been 2 weeks now since I started this book. And I've started off so strong, done so well, and then it just started to go downhill. Not the book. The book is perfectly good and still enjoyable and everything, but I've just not really been picking up. I don't know if it's the fact that I don't necessarily want to finish it, but then I also want to finish it at the same time. Like, now I'm like literally aiming to finish it tonight. Gonna be tricky because it's already almost 9 o'clock at night. But I've got 2 hours and 36 minutes left, 69% through. And honestly, I love them too. Like, I love Cora and Marcus, but Marcus did piss me off just a minute ago. Then I also sensed that he was lying just to protect Cora, and then they made up and everything, which is super sweet, and I love them. I can't wait to see book 4 though, because I'm really interested to see the other 2 characters from the book, which is gonna be obviously another couple. So Daisy and Jess is the next characters or next couple in the next book. That's for the other video, because obviously I'm not gonna have that book until August. Try to read a bit more. If anything, I want to try to read at least 1 more chapter of it. One thing that is annoying, chapter 31 is literally 16 minutes long. Like, why are some of these chapters so long? I really want to know. I'll come back once I finish the book. Okay, my besties. So I've now finished Moonstruck by Holly Jukes, which was the 3rd and almost final book in the whole series. So I've now finished all these 3. I'm gonna say I loved the series. I am still, as you know, waiting for the 4th book, which is coming out August 14th. So that is going to be a whole separate video. Overall, my rating for all these 3 are: the first one I gave 5 stars. The second one, I think I give it 4.5 stars. And then the 3rd one, I gave it 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. The second book was a bit slow in the beginning and I did not necessarily want to pick it up. The 3rd one started off very fast and just loved it. And I think because I loved it so much, it the reason why it took me about 2 weeks to finish, just because I did not want to finish it, and I basically kind of stopped picking it up, but then I finished it this morning, well actually midday, because I had lunch at 1, and that's when I finished the last 6 minutes. Overall, I really enjoyed, and it's also put me on to wanting to read more books that got rock stars in it from the UK, and just books that are like similar to this, such as like Magnolia Parks, that I've read the first book and I want to read the rest of them. I'm yet to all of the books again. But yeah, overall I really liked it, and I really enjoyed it. This was the first ever book that I've read from first book to the last. Again, with the trigger warnings, I will link them down, like I'll put them down below as well as you see every book that I'm reading got like the picture and the trigger warnings. But honestly, I do recommend this book series. And that was my little quick, very quick and short review at the moment. I'll go into more detail another day, just because I'm like gonna quickly bath, start the new book, and yeah. But highly recommend the series though. I do genuinely recommend the series, especially the first book. Like it's just, and it does make me want to read all her other books by Holly Jukes, and at the moment she does have another 2 books out, and I know she is working on a lot of different books, which I can't wait for because I really love her writing. That was it. I really enjoyed, and I do recommend, and I'll link all these 3 books down below into the description as well, so you can go and pick it up from there. Yeah. I want to be there until he's made friends and he met Goldie. Told Goldie or any of his friends really. But then there is this one guy, Henry, whose dad is, I believe, like a teacher or the head teacher of the school or something, and he left papers out for, like, he left Tristan's papers out. So now he's literally blackmailing Tristan, being like, oh, if you don't tell Goldie I'm a good guy, then she's gonna find out the real reason that you're here, sort of thing. So it is a little spoilers, I do apologize, but I guess it is kind of a given that something is gonna happen between them two. And obviously because Tristan is starting to fall for Goldie, so he doesn't want her to know the truth because he's scared that she's gonna stop talking to him and she's gonna be distant and she's gonna feel disappointed and absolutely hurt. And why Finn basically rejected her, so that's why Rory is like mad at Finn, because he rejected her last year, but that's because of his dad. So we are learning more about Finn and his sister's Daisy's life, but I'm gonna go and carry on reading for a bit, and then I need to get ready